It was supposed to be a routine flight from New York to Los Angeles, but when you're 30,000 feet above the Earth, everything can change in an instant. The passengers settled in their seats, watching movies, reading books, or napping. The cabin lights were dimmed to create a peaceful atmosphere. However, peace was the last thing they were about to experience. Midway through the flight, a passenger in the back row began to groan loudly. At first, the flight attendants thought he was ill and moved quickly to assist. But as they approached, they noticed his skin was a pallid gray and his eyes were filled with an unnatural hunger. When he lunged at one of them, biting fiercely, chaos erupted. The commotion immediately caught the attention of the other passengers. Screams filled the cabin as the infected passenger turned on his seatmate, starting a chain reaction. People scrambled to unbuckle their seatbelts and flee, but there was nowhere to go. The infection spread with terrifying speed, turning the narrow aisles into a gauntlet of horror. In first class, an off-duty soldier named Jack knew that survival depended on quick thinking. He rallied a few uninfected passengers, including a sharp-witted flight attendant named Sarah and a tech-savvy teenager named Liam. They barricaded themselves in the cockpit with the pilots, armed with makeshift weapons fashioned from anything they could find, luggage straps, broken bottles, and fire extinguishers. Communication with ground control was spotty, but they managed to send out a distress signal. Containment was their only chance. Jack knew they had to keep the zombies from breaching the cockpit. Sarah's knowledge of the plane's interior proved invaluable as she directed them to seal vents and doors. Meanwhile, Liam hacked into the plane's systems to send an SOS signal and try to access the plane's automated defenses. Tension mounted as the zombies battered at the cockpit door. Each thud echoed like a death knell. With ammunition running low and injuries mounting, hope began to wane. Just when it seemed as though the door would give way, a blinding light engulfed the plane. Ground control had guided 2 fighter jets to their position, prepared to take drastic measures. The question hung in the air: should they destroy the plane and sacrifice the few remaining uninfected, or could Jack, Sarah, and Liam find a way to save themselves and prevent the outbreak from spreading? Time was running out, and the choices ahead were as harrowing as the undead clawing at the door.